Zapraszam bardzo serdecznie, mamy nowe informacje o The Last of Us 3. Zapraszam, link do źródła w opisie. No i sobie zareagujemy i opowiemy, bo jest bardzo ciekawe przecieki i potwierdzono nową gierkę na PS5. Jak chcecie się dowiedzieć oczywiście więcej na temat The Last of Us 3, jest filmik też starszy na moim kanale.
In this video, I'm going to be discussing something new that just recently popped up. We are nearing the end of 2023, and Naughty Dog has just been dead quiet. There's been not a single peep out of them. While Insomniac Games is dropping banger after banger after banger, Naughty Dog is cooking, but at the same time asleep.
Moim zdaniem, słuchajcie, no jest mało informacji od tego studia na temat The Last of Us 3. Tak jak wspomniał tutaj twórca tego filmu, bardzo dużo fajnych zapowiedzi gier już jest. Starfield mamy Koda trójkę, mamy inne tego typu gry, które wyjdą też w przyszłym roku. Chociażby, no ja czekam, mimo takich sceptycznie podchodzę, ale czekam na South Parka nową gierkę. Natomiast wiecie, jak ktoś milczy i nie puszcza jakichś informacji, to być może, tak jak on tu powiedział, gotuje coś dobrego, tak? No są tacy ludzie, którzy zamiast dużo gadać, to mało mówią, a dużo robią.
Neil Druckmann, creator of The Last of Us and director of Part 1 and 2, recently has some little hinting things that he's been doing. And we know that every sign has pointed to The Last of Us Part 3 happening in its existence. Whether it has been his own words, leakers, rumors, everything's kind of pointed towards a correlating fact that The Last of Us Part 3 is inevitably happening.
Okej, no niewątpliwie fani chcą trzeciej części. Są pewne przecieki, informacje, które sugerują, że trwa praca nad tą częścią. Jeszcze nie jest to oficjalnie potwierdzone, ale
I even believe this to be true myself. A couple days you'll see a video also on the multiplayer game. There's been some other circulating things with the job postings and Naughty Dog.
o proszę, ogłoszenia o pracę. Dobrze.
And all that. So stay tuned for that. But this video will just be surely on The Last of Us Part 3 and Naughty Dog's future projects. If you guys do enjoy this, please be sure to drop a like and subscribe.
Lajkujemy.
1,500 likes on this video. Be sure to join about that near 30% of people are subscribed by hitting the red subscribe button, hit the notification bell, have it set to all. Join about that near 100,000 people that have all notifications on for the channel so you don't miss any videos discussing Naughty Dog or The Last of Us. So we know right now, about a month ago, all those Last of Us Part 3 rumors / leaks started to pop up. Again, go check out my past video on it if you want to know exactly what was entailed with that. But the whole inclination was that Neil Druckmann, for a long time, the leakers and rumors have all pointed to Neil Druckmann's next game being The Last of Us Part 3.
Okej, no to plotki rzeczywiście takie były, że właśnie Neil dalej będzie pracował nad trzecią
In his
częścią.
Twitter bio for the last 2-ish years, he's had this stated. Naughty Dog co-president, Last of Us HBO, The Last of Us Part 1 and 2, Uncharted 4, and that future game. That capitalized and then future game.
O, w opisie ma that future game, ta przyszła gra.
And everyone is inclinated, even leaker, viewer, non-stated, that this future project is The Last of Us Part 3. I believe it to be Last of Us Part 3 too, because again, Neil's the creator of The Last of Us. It would make perfect sense to me. Now, people said, could this be the multiplayer title? Well, the multiplayer title, no, because Neil has confirmed with the multiplayer title that he's just a consultant on it. The multiplayer game is being directed by Vinit Argwal and Anthony Newman and Joe Patnati, which are all veterans of Uncharted. Now, the other possibility is a new IP.
Okej, czyli wykluczamy już tu możliwość, że Neil pracuje i powiedział tu o jakby multiplayerze The Last of Us. Natomiast możliwe, że albo to będzie zupełnie nowy tytuł, albo po prostu The Last of Us 3. Tutaj jest ta niewiadoma.
And I've talked about this a while. I do believe the next game coming from Naughty Dog, besides the multiplayer project and the director's cut for Part 2, is going to be a new IP. But I don't believe Neil Druckmann is the director of this. There's been hinting job postings with other developers like Kurt Marganaw. I know Kurt's watching this. He removed it, that he was, a director on some game, and he's at Naughty Dog. And I don't believe that to be Part 3. So there's been a lot of hintings, Strays Cross, you could look up that. There's a lot of information on that. Steampunk new IP from Naughty Dog. Again,
Aha, steampunkowe, nowy tytuł steampunkowy od Naughty Doga. Okej, ciekawe.
and things could have changed. This was from 2018 now, but you know, a lot's happened since then. We know Uncharted's done at Naughty Dog. This is no shocker. I've discussed this in numerous videos. Naughty Dog is done with Uncharted. There are rumors that Uncharted could return, but it would be from another studio, potentially with Naughty
Aha, i już nie będą pracować nad Uncharted. Ciekawe. Czy stanie się tak, że na jakieś nowe studio będzie za nie odpowiedzialne?
Dog assisting them on it, but you will not see a Uncharted game from Naughty Dog directly. They are done with Uncharted. So,
To wielka szkoda.
on his Instagram bio, Neil Druckmann hasn't really had anything like hinting of this until a couple days ago. I think actually a day or two ago. A lot of people noticed this, and then I had to pick up on it. You know, because Neil, very nice guy, follows me on social media. I've just talked with him before. Very nice guy. He changed his Instagram bio.
O!
And
Okej,
guess what he
zmienił biografię na Instagramie.
said? Co-studio head of creative at Naughty Dog, executive producer of The Last of HBO, writer/director, unannounced game.
Czyli już tu mamy, to już jest konkretna zapowiedź albo The Last of Us 3, albo zupełnie nowego tytułu.
This is new, that last part. So, why would he randomly just change this in the middle of August?
I zmienił
That's
to
a pretty
oczywiście.
interesting thing. Again, it follows his Twitter bio, but it's updated now. And that means, in my mind, I don't think we're that far away. And what do I mean by that? We're not that far away from an announcement, I feel. I don't think it's
Wow, ogłoszenie nowego tytułu albo The Last of Us 3. Wow.
gonna be this year, but starting to really picture that it's almost 4 years since part 2 came out. I think, well, this coming June will be 4 years. And think about this.
Z Robloxa chłopek, nie?
Remember the PlayStation Showcase that was promised to show the next, you know, the big reveal for PlayStation games, and a lot of them got pushed back. You know, Sony basically confirmed like a lot of games got pushed out of this year into 2024 and beyond. So, is it very possible that we could be hearing about The Last of Us Part 3 / this new project that Neil Druckmann's working on pretty soon? Yes. But not as soon as in this year. I would say early to middle next year, maybe even late.
Okej, taka predykcja, że na początku do połowy przyszłego roku ogłoszenie nowego tytułu. Ciekawe, byłoby to fajne rozwiązanie, ale no, mam nadzieję, że będzie prędzej niż później, tak?
And if an announcement is soon, this supports some of the claims from the leakers. One example being that filming is supposed to begin this year for part 3. And since Neil is the creator of The Last of Us and he's done nothing pretty much except Last of Us other than Uncharted 4 in the last 7-ish years, it wouldn't make much sense for it to be a new IP. I still do believe a new IP is coming from the studio, but I don't think Neil Druckmann's going to be the director/writer of it.
Okej, czyli on tutaj poddaje wątpliwość, że Neil by odpowiadał za nową grę. Raczej to będzie kontynuacja The Last of Us 3. Ciekawe.
If this ends up being a new IP, then I don't know if we ever will see part 3, because there is no doubt in my mind that I'm 99% certain this will be part 3. I still do believe a new IP is coming, but I would be very, very shocked if Neil's game is not part 3, because everything has pointed to it. Whether it has been what he said, what the leakers have said, what the rumors have been, everything has pointed to part 3. Everything.
No to też jest tak, słuchajcie, że wiecie, ludzie, którzy są fanami tej serii, mają wielkie oczekiwania, a ludzki umysł działa tak, że my wybieramy sobie informacje, które będą potwierdzać nasze myślenie. Jeżeli pojawi się jakaś informacja sprzeczna, to my ją odrzucamy. No ale mam nadzieję, że w tym wypadku jednak dojdzie do tego, że wszystko wskazuje po prostu na to, że będzie ta trzecia część.
Things have pointed to a new IP coming as well. So that's not like a new IP is not going to happen. It's just not going to be Neil's project that he's doing. And remember, if we go through some of the things Neil has said about this project really quickly, is it was structured more like a TV show, in which he'd taken a highly unusual step. He wasn't writing the script alone with a single partner. He was assembling a writer's room. And in this thing he put on his Instagram bio, again, he says writer/director unannounced game. So he's going to be one of the couple writers on this project, which I do believe to be part 3, and he's going to be the main director. But if anything, this confirms again, for anyone that doubted it, that Neil's project is gonna be coming sooner than you think, and it will be PS5
Kurde, czy to będzie tak wcześnie? No fajnie by było, ale
exclusive.
no wiecie, jakie są realia.
Like, I don't think there's any doubt in mine with that. And I don't know what, honestly, if you ask me right now, if I had to bet which game's gonna come first from the studio, I don't know. It might be the director's cut for part 2 or the multiplayer, but again, those are both question marks. We don't know when those are even supposed to come out. The multiplayer.
No właśnie, no bo mamy jeszcze Director's Cut'a i mamy multiplayer, tak? Multiplayer. No i tutaj trójka, to mało, to tak 3 na raz te tytuły od razu.
Game got delayed. We haven't really heard anything officially on the director's cut yet, other than Gustavo's statement that he made and all the other circulating rumors. And again, with the new IP, you know,
Jeszcze nowy IP, to 4 rzeczy. To
you
tak,
would think that's going to come pretty soon if that's going to be before part 3, because part 3 will it be at the end of the life cycle of the PS5, or will part 3 be the next game? And that's the intrigue with this, is that there's so many possibilities right now.
no właśnie, i teraz jakby nowa informacja dała nam znowu wiele wątpliwości, wiele
At the
pytań,
studio,
nie?
we'll just have to wait and see.
Zanim no, mamy więcej pytań znowu niż odpowiedzi na nie.
So let me know what you think about Neil changing his bio and all the other circulating things.
No dobra, moi drodzy, no ciekawe, czy rzeczywiście jest coś na rzeczy z tym, że on tą biografię zmienił? Ciekaw jestem waszego zdania. Jeżeli chcecie być na bieżąco z wszystkimi innymi moimi filmami na innych również kanałach, które prowadzę, teraz na ekranie wyświetli wam się playlista, zapiszcie sobie ją gdzieś, bo tam zawsze będziecie na bieżąco z moimi filmami też na innych kanałach. Do zobaczenia.